quick. You're joking. Wasn't fast enough. I don't know what this angle is gonna look like, but hopefully it doesn't move too much. So yeah, I was gonna do like a little test of this new camera that I got for Christmas. It's a Go Extreme Phantom 4K, and as the name suggests, it shoots in 24 frames 4K super wide. I don't know how wide it shoots, but it says like 120 degree angle, which I'm not sure if it's the same as the Super View in this one, but guess we'll find out. I've got an ND4 filter on this one because I thought that the lens on this one the lens on the Go Extreme slightly smaller than the Hero 7, so you get a lot less exposure, so you get less lighting. So I thought to balance it out, I'll put like an ND4 on. So apologies if the footage is a bit dark, but I want to get like a sort of benchmarking, and obviously if this footage is darker than this one, then I'll know that the exposure is exactly the same and the lens is actually exactly the same, because the lens isn't this big round thing, it's this tiny circular thing in the middle. So I hope that the lens gives it similar exposure. But originally I was going to go out and do some country lane riding, but I haven't figured out the actual fishing line like mounting system I want to put for the rear camera, because obviously I don't want that to happen again. I wanted to put this on the front without the waterproof cover, but they don't have a case, you know. You have like a little screw mount on the bottom, but we all know what happened to one of those screw mounts last time I had it on the bike. It fucking fell off. So to be safer about it, I thought I'd just put it in the waterproof casing, so hopefully it's not blurred or anything, because I haven't really cleaned it properly, because I literally just slapped it on to see if it, you know, I can do some testing. To go on some country lanes, but the roads here are dry, but obviously a lot less cars go along the roads in the countryside, so they want to go out to the countryside and find out the roads are still wet and there's gravel in the middle, because last time I almost chucked it down the roads, and I don't want that to happen when I haven't been riding as consistently as over summer. So you know, I might be a bit rusty. I mainly wanted to start doing this testing because I can use this camera angle as like the wheelie angle. I wanted to get one as well down to the side. Oh, that one's a bit loose. I want to get one down to the side here. I don't know where I'm going to mount it, probably on this fender right here, or even somewhere down here, or clamp it to something, so you can see the front wheel lift up. And I think that would be a pretty cool angle. I might use that with the Hero 5. So I got this angle to see like my reaction, got this angle to see forward, and I got another angle to see the front wheel lift, because I want to do some wheelie practice. But first I got to find a place where I can do it. Oh my god. Try round 2. I don't know how long Go Extreme's been around for, but I assume they, you know, have some sort of infrastructure and backing to produce like mounts, and this is the only mount that you can get, is the waterproof mount. So with this case, like the skeleton mount, like case that I've got for my GoPro, there's gaps on the side where I can input the audio adapter, but with this you don't even need an audio adapter, which is really nice. But the only problem is you can't have it securely like mounted somewhere, like on these hinge mounts, for you to put the audio in. The only mount you can put it on is a little screw mount. And obviously a screw mount isn't as secure as a normal, like these hinge mounts, because first of all you can't get it like looking exactly where you want it to be looking, without like either changing the thread depth into the actual camera, and that's not safe. And then second of all, yeah, it could just rotate out and it's not protected by anything, it's just like out on its bare bones. And the actual construction is quite light as well. It doesn't feel as sturdy as a GoPro, but it's really light, which is really nice. So if you have it on your camera, I mean if you have it on your helmet, you're not going to feel it as much. And obviously if you use one of these ABS cases, it's going to feel like nothing. Whereas with the GoPro, you need to have this case on it. The camera itself is really heavy. Not really heavy, but it's heavier than this. And then you got to have the audio adapter on the side as well, which is also extra weight. So like, there's pros and cons about this camera, but just give it a mount. Just give it a proper skeleton mount, like a skeleton case. Because right now, I'm just, you know, I've got to record it like that, and I can't have separate audio. But it's not even the separate audio thing. Like, having extra audio is nice, so then I can actually do side-by-side testing of like the audio quality with the mic when I'm riding compared to the GoPro. But I can't even fully test it because it's just not safe to use, because I don't want to lose it, because the camera itself is like 200 something pound already. So it's cheaper than like most GoPros, but the support you get from it, as in the mounts that you get from it, is not enough. So but it's things you can get around, you know. It's not a big problem, because nowadays you can just easily get access to like Fiverr. You can literally go on Fiverr and pay somebody, I don't know, £5 or however much to 3D CAD design you a case for it. And you can send that 3D CAD model off to like a 3D printer, a 3D printing company. And you can either get it 3D printed in whatever material you want, whatever color you want, and some companies even offer metal 3D printing. So it's something that you can get around, and I might actually do it, because I think it's a really good camera. Depending on how this test goes, I'll use it like more often. But if it's too difficult to set everything up, and with this waterproof casing on, you get like an extra lens over it, and then that can blur the footage, and it's just not nice. Whereas this one, you got really nice clear footage, because it doesn't have any extra like layers of glass or lenses over it, except for this ND filter obviously, but that's about it. Holy moly, that looked like an Akrapovic, bro. What the f was that? That looked like some giant Akrapovic looking muffler from someone's car. What the f is that? Oh my god. Fuck, I wish I filmed it, but when I pressed this, it had like a, hold on. When I pressed like the cancel record button, the record button, there was like a little lock thing on here. So it's got like a built-in locking system, so you can't accidentally like turn your camera off if you turn it back on without sliding a lock. That's pretty cool. I left the house with about 80% power, and it's used, say like 40%. It's about just under 50, I think, or it is 50%. So it's got this one. The GoPro was on 96% when I left, and it's been filming slightly less than this camera, because I could turn this camera on first, and shit's still going. It's definitely got a better battery life than a GoPro, 100%. Don't know why, but we'll find out. See if the video quality is just as good. But all the settings were identical. You know, both had 4K 24 FPS, both had ISO at 100, both had the best video quality you could get, H.264. I don't know if this one's got video stabilization. I need to double check, but I think I had it on. I might have turned it on earlier. But yeah, pretty promising, except for this stupid waterproof casing just not wanting to work, and also the mounts. You know, I have a variety of cases and mounts you can use. That's the only bad thing about it, I guess. But like I said, if you can get a 3D printer and get around that problem, this camera's, you know, I'm not going to speak too soon because I still need to see the actual video footage, but this camera's looking pretty promising so far. Huh? Yeah. There's more and more every day. I get you. I get you. Hope you guys enjoyed that video of the little comparison, and that lady's probably the highlight of the entire clip, just standing there f***ing idiots. Amazing. I didn't want to make eye contact with her, but because what if she starts flipping out at me, like, what the fuck are you looking at? But she was a nice woman. Just want to get home with the shopping, innit? But yeah, I'll leave the video right there, and I will see you lot next time. I have no idea what I'm going to make next.